Welcome to the third video in our Tai Chi 24 Common Movement series. If you finish the second video, we ended up on playing guitar. And from guitar, we will make our way into Repulse Monkey and into chasing Sparrow's tail, and also single whip. We're going to get those three movements in, and they are rather kind of complicated, so it's just going to be three movements for this video. Going through each one, breaking it down, making it more accessible, hopefully, for you if you're a new beginner in the Tai Chi series. Okay, so beginning where we ended with play guitar. Now notice this is where our stance is when we finish playing guitar. We have to begin our transition into our preparation for Repulse the Monkey. It's a slight preparation or a slight change of arms and foot. Now first I want you to watch my arms. My left palm will just basically rotate up as my right arm comes to a cactus. The right palm is facing forward. Okay? So this is where we finish with our arms on play guitar. Just simple transition with the arms. I call it opening up. Now once I open up, I also change the stance of my left foot. Now notice my left foot, the left heel is on the floor. As I change or transition with my arms, I also transition with my left foot. So as I transition into open arms, I make my way into empty stance or cat stance. Now from here we'll begin our first transition, our first movement into Repulse Monkey. Now notice, watch my right palm. It will push forward as I slide my left foot back. So coming back, we're in our empty stance, open arms, push the right palm forward as you slide your left foot back. Now once your left foot is back, and notice mine's at a comfortable stance, it's as if I was just going from here to here. So comfortable stepping back. So when I arrive at that comfortable step back with my left foot, I shift my weight into that left leg and find an empty stance right. Notice my left hand. Let me switch so you can see. Now I'm just the opposite. Right palm is up, left arm is at a cactus arm. And I'm in the empty stance right. Okay? Switch. All right. So we've done one Repulse Monkey. Now I'm in my empty stance and I open up. So now we're going to do the same on the left side as we do on the right side. So I'll push my left palm forward as I slide my right foot back to a comfortable stepping back. I'll open up with the arms, and as I do, empty stance left. All right? Now we have two more of those. So the way Repulse Monkey works, you have two on the right, two on the left, total of 4. So from here, again, we play guitar, open up, Repulse 1, open up, Repulse 2, open up, Repulse 3, open up, Repulse 4, and open up. Now it's been 4. So from here, we'll make our preparation to transition into chasing Sparrow's tail. Now I have a transition which I call shrink the chi ball. Notice my palms are somewhat wide. I'm going to shrink them down to as if I were holding a invisible ball of energy about chest level. Now from here, I need this transition so I can show you from how we'll make our step. So I'm holding my chi ball about heart level, and we'll begin our movement into chasing Sparrow's tail. I'm going to step to the left with my left foot, kind of like I'm making my way into parting the wild horse's mane. Now I'll begin to push that energy, that chi ball, to the left. When my left hand is over my left knee, that is where I reach up, palms face away, as if I were beginning to redirect energy that's coming towards me. I'll meet that energy and I'll gently push it down and towards my right hip. Now notice how I transition my weight. Coming back to where we started here. I'm reaching up and I begin to direct the energy down towards the right hip as I gently create a micro bend in that left knee. Now most of my weight is in my right foot, right leg. It can be said 70-30, 60-40, depends upon you, whatever's comfortable. So I arrive here, hands are about hip height. I'm going to follow the energy back. So I'm going to move my palms back to where we begin our initial movement into chasing Sparrow's tail. Now another part of this is that once again my hand is more or less right above my left knee, this is where I will allow that wrist to cross. Now notice my right wrist is on top of my left wrist. Both palms are facing down. Once I reach that cross, this is where I lift up. When the hands are about shoulder height, this is where I uncross, and I'll open up the palms like they're facing upward slightly, and I'm redirecting energy out and down. Now from here, when they're about hip height, I will push that energy forward and up to shoulder height. Now that's half of chasing Sparrow's tail. There's another half on the right side. I have to begin my transition, my preparation, my stance for the right side movement. So I'll make my way into an empty stance right as I hold my chi ball. Then I'll step to the right, pushing my ball of energy to the right, where that ball of energy is more or less over that right knee. I'll reach up again to meet energy and redirect down towards the left hip. Once I'm there, move the energy back over that right knee. Now once there, wrist cross again, but notice left wrist is over right wrist, palms facing down. I lift. When the hands are about shoulder height, I uncross, and again, I'm redirecting out and away and down. When the hands are about hip height, that is when I push forward and up to shoulder height. Once I'm at shoulder height, I'll turn forward. And I'll pause here. Now watch my right hand. This next movement is single whip. I'll make what we call hanging the lotus. So I'm pinching. Notice I'm kind of just pinching my fingers together. As I pinch the fingers together, I'll bring my left hand towards my heart as I bring my left foot into empty stance. Okay, so we're back here. We finished the end of our Sparrow's tail. We're coming back to center. As I arrive at center, I hang the lotus. As I begin to hang the lotus, left palm come towards your heart. Left foot is an empty stance. Now from here, our last movement is single whip. I'm going to lift my left knee up and point it towards the left as I step out. And I also move my left hand in that same direction. So my left palm is pushing towards the left, about shoulder height. When my left arm is almost fully extended, but a micro bend in the elbow, that is where I release my lotus and open up the right palm. And that's how you finish single whip. Now let's go through all those movements, tying together one fluid movement, okay? So we're going to start at the end of play guitar. We've strummed our guitar, so we have to prep for our repulse. So we open up, empty stance left, push the right palm forward, slide the left foot back, open up, push left palm forward, slide right foot back, open up. Now push the right palm forward, left foot back and open up. Push the left palm forward and slide the right foot back, open up. Now we shrink our chi ball to about chest level, and we step to the left and we move the chi ball. Now you move that chi ball just to right above that left knee. You'll reach up, meet the energy, redirect it down towards the right hip. Once the energy is at the right hip, we follow it back over that left knee. And the wrist cross, right wrist over left wrist, palms facing down. Lift those cross wrists. When they're shoulder height, we open up, redirecting energy out and down. When they're about hip height, we push the energy forward up to shoulder height. Now we rotate a little bit towards the center or middle so we can make our way into empty stance right, holding chi ball. So sparrow's tail on the other side, we'll step to the right, the chi ball over right knee. We'll reach up, meet the energy, redirect it down to the left hip. Once it's there, we move the energy back over right knee, wrist cross, left wrist over right, lift, uncross, redirect the energy out and down to about hip height. Then we move it back forward. Now I'm going to shift here so you can see me head on in the camera. So this is where I wind up in my end of chasing sparrow's tail. So I begin to hang my lotus, left hand towards my heart, empty stance left. Now begin to lift that left foot out, step to the left, push the left palm to the left as well. When the left arm is almost fully extended, open up the right palm for the end of single whip. All right, the next part of this third video will approach this portion head on. So you should be seeing me head on how it looks as if you were looking at me straight forward. So we ended with playing guitar. So we prep for our transition in Repulse Monkey. So I'll transition my right arm into cactus arm as the left palm rotates up, empty stance left. Now push the right palm forward as you slide the left foot back. Now notice how I make my transition into cactus arm left, empty stance right. Rotate the right palm up, pause, and push the left palm forward, slide the right foot back. Now open up. Now push the right palm forward. Cactus arm left, open up, and one more repulse, 4 repulse monkeys. And open up. Now it's the 4th repulse. This is where we make our way into chase sparrow's tail. So we shrink our chi ball to about chest height. Then we'll step left and move the ball of energy to the left, over that left knee. And we'll reach up as if we're meeting energy that's coming towards us, and we'll direct it down to where the hands are about, the right hip. We'll make that energy ball again, move it over the left knee. We'll cross the wrist, right wrist on top. We'll lift and begin to uncross. So the palms are opening up, facing up, redirecting the energy down to about hip height. Then we'll push the energy forward to about shoulder height. And we'll make our transition to chasing sparrow's tail on the right. So bring your right foot into empty stance as you hold your chi ball. Left palm's on top. Stepping right, moving chi ball over right knee. Reach up, meet the energy, redirect down towards the left hip. Once there, we move the energy back over right knee over right ankle. Wrist cross, left wrist is on top. Lift and begin to uncross. Palms open up. Moving the energy out and down to hip height. Then we push the energy forward to shoulder height. Now we turn and face forward. As we arrive at our center, we hang the lotus. And we bring the left palm towards the heart, empty stance left. Going to step left and turn that left palm away from the heart and move it to the left over that left knee. And just before that left arm is fully extended, we open up the right palm. And thus we complete single whip. All right. So we started from the end of strum guitar or playing guitar, Repulse Monkey, 4 repulse monkeys. One thing to remember on Repulse Monkey, you should end up on the right side. Okay, because we started on the right, you should end on the right. That makes sense. And from there, you'll make your transition into chasing Sparrow's tail. Again, if you have questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me. I would appreciate it. Thank you for your time.